Early on in my development in this world, I invested a significant amount of time and resources into laying over 10 kilometers of train tracks all over the world, connecting everybody's houses to each other and providing passenger train services to everyone. But there has been some weaknesses found in this system. One of the most glaring is in deliveries. Because the train can take over 15 minutes to travel all the way across the world, some people have had trips over 30 minutes long just to perform simple trades or simple deliveries between houses. But there's a solution to this, and today I'm going to save everyone even more time once again. So today we're going to be starting at the train depot. The original train right over here, as I like to call her Old Reliable, built most of the tracks that everything is actually running on these days. And then over here we have the bigger expansion train, the crane train as I like to call it, which was meant to be the successor to Old Reliable. But I'm not gonna lie, it's just too big. It just doesn't fit the bill right. So today we're gonna be starting off with two brand new builds. Right over here, I actually have both of the trains completely prepped up to go. So we're going to start off right now and get them going. Both of these trains are actually going to be a little bit shorter than the normal trains that I've been building previously, but that's because I build all of my trains to suit their purpose, and these do better by being shorter. So this is going to be the successor to Old Reliable. If you don't recognize it, it's actually just the front end of Crane Train, but because it doesn't have the whole crane and everything attached to it, it's going to be much smaller and more nimble to move around on the tracks with. Much better for building things with. So, with the first one assembled, now it's time to move on to the second train. This train is composed of two parts. We have a back carriage and the front engine. The front engine is actually similar to the engine that the passenger trains have, but it's been rethemed and recolored to match the purpose better. And I really like how the white and blue palette ended up looking. Alright, so this one's a little bit more unique than the other one. It's not just a copy-paste of a previous train. This actually is a transport train for items. So this back cart here is almost entirely filled, as you can see, with barrels. And then we've got a front engine for actually driving around in. Also, very unique to this train, we've got ourselves a little port. And this is the bread and butter of what this train is going to be doing. This guy is going to be sending mail all around the server. So, I have two trains. I can only pilot one train at a time. I need both trains at every single site to set up the mail terminals. I think I'm gonna need a second hand for this. So, let's head on over to the depot and see if Nighty's in her office right now. Nighty!
Hi.
Oh, you're in. Perfect. Perfect. Friendo.
Yeah, I was just doing some paperwork. What's up?
Fantastic. I appreciate you sticking to it. So, if you haven't noticed, I've been busy outside your window a little bit, and I need a second
Oh,
conductor.
I see. Oh?
Can you join me? I need somebody to take this second train with me. We can load her up and we can get her going. I'll tell you about the mission on the way.
Alright, sounds good.
With Nighty in the post train and me in the build train, we pulled out of the depot and headed across the server. We have 7 post terminals we need to build and a post office on the main island. So we started off with Marzantine. Then we popped over to Relics. Next up, Victoria and Caleb's. Followed by Shinko's house. Then on over to Terada's. Not sure he'll ever use it. Then, with all 7 of the terminals built, the last thing to finish was the primary post office. Now, a bit of explanation. All of the terminals essentially act as mailboxes. Each can both send and receive mail. How it works is the post train actually just acts like one big inventory, and whenever it reaches a terminal, it connects through the port on the side. Inside each terminal, there's a filter that will only take items from the train that match the names that the filter's set for. This is how the mail gets sorted. Everything gets shoved onto the train, but only the right labeled mail will get dropped at any specific mailbox. For right now, the system is set up for all 12 people I currently know. the 8 P.O. boxes that are inside the new post office, and I set up a special filter for Marzantine, my island. I will definitely be adding more in the future though. This build followed a similar palette to the post train itself. Want to give a huge shout out to Victoria Moonlight for helping me with the main post office build. She's been really great with a lot of these builds and getting specific details sorted out. Now, with the post office and the terminals and the train all built and working, it's time to call some people and open everything up. Hello everyone, thank you all for coming out today. As you can see behind me, I've been at it again with my buildings, but it's not just here. I have placed calcite buildings all over the world by the existing train stations, and we can now all send each other mail. So without further ado, let me show you our new post office.
Hooray for mail.
Ta-da! It's done! Alright, come on in. So in here we have the main room. This is where you can come in and, you know, purchase your main little letters, as well as a copy of a clipboard here. This is predominantly for getting addresses, but if you need the clipboards for other stuff, do feel free. So, over in this side over here, we have the P.O. boxes. Not only does everybody get their own individual mailbox, but I have 8 P.O. boxes here available for sale. They're 1 netherite coin apiece, and we guarantee anonymity if that's something that somebody's looking for, you know, purposes. If you're sending mail out, you gotta put it in the outgoing mail section here. At every single terminal all over the world, there's a system just like this. You put the letter in this chest here, and then you actually pay for it at the pay gate here. There's much more explanation all in this book here. So if we could get a volunteer to read this out for us.
I gotcha.
Looks like Vic's ready. All right, you go right ahead. Read it for us.
Welcome to the Mars Mail Office. This guide will instruct you on how to use all of the mail services. There's a table of contents. Basic mail usage. There are post terminals all over the world, but you are standing in the only post office. Here you can buy toolboxes for shipping as well as a copy of the address registry. There are also P.O. boxes for purchase. To ship something, first place it in a toolbox or shulker from here on called the container, colored appropriately. Basic mail is lime or default. Rename the container to the destination and place the renamed container into the outgoing chest in this building or in any mail terminal. Pay at the pay gate and your mail will be automatically shipped. Please note, only 1 piece of mail in deposit at a time. The rules. You are not allowed to open any mailbox but your own. Do not interfere with others' mail, stopping its delivery, interrupting it, or opening anything not addressed to you. Do not put anything but shulkers and toolboxes in the system. Do not put more than 1 item of mail in the output at a time. Do not use the mail to send items to places they are banned. Banned items. Any explosives that can detonate in item form. Any items meant to harm the opener. Anything inappropriate or banned at destination. Coloring mail. You can color mail for flair. You can reserve a color from the Postmaster Vince. All reserved colors can be found below and on the following pages. Lime, which is the standard mail, everyone can use that one. Black, which is for Marzantine, reserved for Vince. Purple, which is the bank, reserved for Mercy. And then gray, which is the island, it's reserved for the island board. Blue is the university, reserved for Caleb. Red is the zoo, reserved for Angela. Post registry. To be added or have changes made, please contact Postmaster Vince. Write names exactly as they appear. P.O. boxes are all P.O. and their number. No spaces, no punctuation. Then there's a list of players and Marzen and places. Now that you've read through the entire book, I hereby declare you sufficient in postal usage. Go forth and use the mail with joy.
Hooray!
And be prosperous.
Yes. And to start all of you's prosperity, I am happy to announce that if you go back to your mail terminals right now, you have your first piece of mail already in there waiting for you.
Woo woo.
Woo woo! I hope you all enjoy, and if you need anything from the postmaster, let me know. I'll be over in my office right here, alright?
Okay.
Office, okay.
Alright, you guys have a great day.
Alright.
Bonk. Bonk.
Yes?
Bonk. Can
Who
I
is
come
it?
in?
Is it Vic?
It's Vic.
Sure.
Yay. Hi.
Hey,
Lovely
friendo.
office.
Thank you. It's very nice. What can I do for you today?
I would like a P.O. box, please.
For sure. Is this going to be a public P.O. box or a private P.O. box?
Public.
Okay. What is it going to be publicly for? A company?
Yes, the Shardfish Company.
Fantastic. All right, then that is going to be 1 netherite coin for the P.O. box, ma'am.
Okay, that's fine. I'm fine with this. Here you go.
Do you have any preference of number, 1 through 8?
Let's go with like the first. Well, I don't know. Let's go take a look.
The left side
Let's
is
go
all
with-
of the odds.
Let's go with number 1. Let's take
Fantastic.
the first one.
Gotcha. All right, then I will adjust this for you, and it is all yours.
Heck yeah.
There you are, ma'am.
Heck
You're
yeah.
all set to go.
Yes. Okay, this looks so good. Shinko's gonna be so happy.
I hope you enjoy it. I hope it gets a lot of use out of it. You have a great day now.
Thank you, fans.
Yep, yep.
Ow. Bye.